Hey, little known fact about me. I'm actually a gigantic fan of Jubilee's Odd One Out. Some would call me an Odd One Out stan. I've watched pretty much all the major ones, the canonically available ones. I've watched the vegans, Odd One Out, 6 versus 1 black, 6 non-versions versus 1 secret version, 6 gays versus 1 non-gay, 6 non-gays versus 1 gay. So whenever a new one comes out, I love watching and just seeing how annoying half the people are that come onto the show. I also believe that Jubilee is a gigantic scam because whenever the people win this game, they get like $300. But there's a new Odd One Out. 5 brides to be versus 1 secret divorcee. Odd One Out. So we're gonna watch it and figure out who the divorcee is. Wouldn't it be funny if the divorcee just like subtly dropped hints that all the new all the brides to be marriages were gonna fail? Like, yeah, we're optimistic, but we're not spending too much on our honeymoon. You know what I mean? Anyway. If I had to put my bet right away, it's this girl. She just kind of looks like she's been through it a bit. You know, like, oh, been here. She could be on like her 3rd husband, just ripping them apart.
We're getting married 11/11/22.
And you know what it is? It's like her shoes that kind of, those look like divorcee shoes.
August 20th for us. We actually just decided we would like a September wedding in 2024.
I'm getting married next month on the 22nd.
Oh, wow. So I don't have a wedding date set yet just because my fiance is in nursing school, so he'll be done in August. So sometime probably next year is when the date potentially will be. Yeah.
When you're engaged, like the first thing you want to do is start planning your wedding.
How are your wedding preparations?
Is that a thing you do? No, that's not true. I feel like everyone who gets engaged nowadays waits like 8 years. It's like we're engaged, but like we're gonna get married in like 5 years because it's too expensive.
Going
pretty good so far. We actually have a destination wedding. We're getting married in Minnesota, so.
Are you from?
It's Heather. It's Heather. It's Heather. It's Heather. Nobody says they have a destination wedding and then gets married in Minnesota. How is that a destination wedding, Heather? Minnesota sounds like a place you settled. You're like, oh, it's my 5th one, so I guess we'll do it in Minnesota. Taxes are cheap.
Minnesota?
He is. I'm from Wisconsin, so my family's gonna drive over.
We actually wanted to do a destination wedding.
How is that a
however,
destination
a lot of our family
wedding?
members can't.
Why are people just acting like that's a destination wedding? It's not a destination wedding. It's Minnesota.
Actually travel. So we decided on doing a very traditional Mexican wedding.
Me and my fiance talked about
I
eventually doing
love
something
that,
really
Amy.
small, whether it's
Give me
like
some
a
tacos.
celebration in someone's backyard or just eloping. I think the older I get, the more realistic I want to become about my finances. 'cause
Totally, yeah.
it's so
I don't know. This girl kind of seems like she could be like, what's that movie called? Crazy Rich Asians or something? Like the girl didn't know the guy's family was super rich. She kind of seems like she's been through it and she's just like, my career is good. I can do whatever I want, you know? Like, she looks like the type of girl that would just divorce husbands, like, as power moves. And honestly, I respect that.
expensive.
How many people are you guys hoping to invite? 100 or less? Yeah, we have.
Oh, really?
Well, I have a really
Amy's
big
gonna have, like,
family.
800
And she has a
people.
Really big family, so we're kind of hoping for it to be less than 200.
Did you guys know the proposal was coming?
No, not at all. No, I mean, I kept sending her.
Hold on.
No.
Does Amy got a rock on her finger? Is that big? I don't really know how big wedding rings are. Can somebody tell me that's massive? Because it looks like Amy's got a rock. That looks like first engagement type ring, you know?
I guess I just voted Savannah because we didn't really get much chances to talk, so I didn't really get to hear her story.
Savannah is definitely a newlywed. She looks like really new to you. It looks like it's probably like her first boyfriend out of high school or in university. She fell in love with and now she's marrying him.
I feel like we should dive into details because I feel like that's kind of the first thing you forget.
Dude, Heather is for sure a divorcee and she just wants to like grieve about it. That's why she's asking these questions. She's gonna give answers like, yeah, he's a pain in my thorn.
like your wedding was a long time ago. What was the last vendor you guys locked down? Mine was our DJ.
Well, I'm still kind of planning, but I already went to see a couple of venues that I am interested in, and I have my eye on one, and that's in Chino Hills. It's a beautiful hacienda with like, I don't know if you guys seen the horse stables and all that.
Every time Heather asked a question, Amy would answer first, so it would skip over me. So maybe she's trying to just like quickly answer first.
I like reached out to a few photographers through Instagram.
I don't know.
but
Amy kind of has all her questions done.
the people that I was interested in aren't available, so I gotta kind of figure that out.
How was your guys' engagement?
Just engagement so
Like
far.
the proposal?
Yeah,
or?
just a proposal.
Mine was unexpected. I mean, we had talked about marriage, but I wasn't sure when or if it was coming. But we went to Yosemite in September for the weekend, and he proposed like at the beginning.
I wasn't sure if it was coming because my 4 other marriages, we kind of just figured we'd ride this one out. But here I am, marrying someone again.
Mine was actually in Utah. I'm an avid hiker. So he took me on a hike that I really wanted to go to. It's called Lake Blanche. And
Okay, Amy just likes
proposed
talking
to me
about her life.
basically, after the hike, which was horrible because I was like sweating and I looked horrible. So yeah, she was, yeah.
I heard Amy slip up pronouns a bit, but even then I wasn't quite sure because I wasn't sure if her fiance had maybe transitioned and she was.
Wait, what happened? Oh,
hike that
she
I
said
really
she
wanted to go to.
earlier
It's
and
called
it's a
Lake
he.
Blanche. And she
Now it's a
proposed to me
she.
basically after the hike.
You're out of here, Amy. You're out of here. I'm sorry. What's even the point of lying about that in your story? Like, if you're like a traditionally straight person and you're going on this show and you have to pretend to be a bride-to-be, why would you even make up that you're a lesbian? Unless Amy's the divorcee and she had one marriage and swore off men and now she's on woman. Oh, now we got 3 in the running. Heather
Even
just
then,
looks
I
a
wasn't
little
quite sure
weathered
because I
from
wasn't sure if her
marriages,
fiance
to be
had maybe
honest.
transitioned and she was getting used to the new pronouns.
Well, I went to a work Secret Santa party, and so then I came home that night. We have a very small apartment, so there was like notes on the ground. So I'm following the notes to our little couch in the corner, and then he loves memes, and then it ends with like a Mike Wazowski meme, will you be my wife, Wazowski? And then I turn.
Sorry, Tatiana just seems so sweet. She just seems like a little sweet angel. Like your husband loved memes and he proposed to you with a, will you be my wife, Wildowski? They just seem so sweet. I'm sorry, I want to see your husband
and he
now.
was on his knee, and then I just cried. So
Adorable.
she did have like a little like he slip up.
She was
Yeah,
kind
get
of
out
more
of
in the
here,
middle
Amy. I bet
area
that
of
ring's
things.
fake, too.
I don't know.
It was kind of a shot in the dark the whole time.
I don't know why nobody's getting Heather out, man.
Because I was talking so fast, I did notice that I, mispronounced my pronouns, and I was like, oh, I'm doomed.
That's not like a mix-up you make from talking too fast. Let's be real here, Amy. You could have told a better story to the camera. The transition one, I don't know if that one flies in your culture, but...
That's it.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
Oh
Because you
no,
decided
Jacqueline's
to continue
out.
the game.
Okay. I'm curious what you guys think about divorce.
I'll go first. Connor and I are having a religious ceremony, so we definitely look at marriage in a very spiritual way. It sounds super obvious, but I don't want to get married if I ever think that there's divorce on the horizon.
Yeah, same.
What the fuck does that mean, Heather? Nobody gets married thinking you're gonna get divorced. Who does that? You don't want to get married if you think there's divorce on the horizon? Who gets married thinking about that? Because you're spiritual? Dude, Heather has to be on like her 8th one and she's just like found God.
Is there any fears that you guys have about coming together in a marriage?
So I feel like it's not a fear with us. It's a fear like I want to have babies, but then it's like money, then it's like wedding money and honeymoon money and like just life money overall.
Right.
So I feel like that's always a concern, but like I feel like
Marriage just seems too expensive, man. It seems so expensive. Just living life is expensive, and then like having a family, just everything that comes with it. It's just insane. No wonder like divorces happen because you got to spend half your net worth just to be together.
we're working it out together. So
Just on a date.
Yeah. In dating him, I've come to know him as a person that I can trust. And I believe that together we're a really good pair. And that we work well on instill conflicts if they do come up.
What's just a blanket thing to say though, eh, Rachel? Like, you couldn't have thought of something better than just the classic, we work well together? Oh, our star signs align, so we're getting married. Okay, Rachel, we get it. You fell in love in university. Ugh. He's your soulmate. Yeah.
She said she was in the wedding industry, and I thought, if anyone can kind of make their way through this, it'd be someone who's surrounded by wedding stuff.
Never vote out Tatiana. She's a fucking angel.
Heather and Rachel were giving off like big bridal, like excited energy. So then it just kind of came down to Jacqueline.
I'm not like a really bubbly person. It may be perceived as someone who's not as...
I think Jacqueline just gets married and divorces guys as like a power move. Like, I bet she like finds guys to date, treats them right, and fucking gives them all whatever they want, and then just divorces them and just feels great about it. And that's just, I think I love it.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
I think you got to get Heather out, or
That's
it's not true.
unanimous. So the game is over. If the lights turn green, that means you have voted the mole out and you all win. However, if the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
Oh, no, I was wrong. Dude, who was it? It must have been Amy. She fucked up.
The mole, please reveal themselves in 3, 2, 1.
Amy married a guy, didn't like him, they got in fights, maybe he was a domestic abuser. She said, I'm never getting guys again. And now she's on girls. She's probably actively dating. Maybe she does a little, like, try a little bit of a guy, try a little bit of girl, see what I like. Now I might get married to a girl. I don't know how it's gonna go. Because there's no way she just decided to be a lesbian just for, like, I wanted to play the lesbian character. You know what I mean?
I was 20 years old when I got married. My ex-husband was 10 years older than me. I did it for the wrong reasons. I did it for my family's acceptance. They did not accept that I was gay.
What'd I say? I can read Amy like a book.
Where they have always believed that once you're married, that's it. So to them, it was like an embarrassment, and it made me feel like at the end of the
way
day,
to make
this
me
is my
feel bad
life.
about
This
it,
is
Amy.
who I am.
I'm still open to marriage. I have a beautiful girlfriend that I am very in love with, and finally my parents are very accepting of it. So hopefully, maybe I'll be the one getting engaged.
Do you hear that? This is the biggest hint drop I've ever seen.
But, congratulations to all of you. You guys are going to be beautiful brides. I'm very excited for you guys.
All right. That's it. Anyway, love you, Amy. Heather, sorry I kind of went in on you there. Nobody has a destination wedding in Minnesota. Let's be honest about that one. Marriage is a beautiful thing. Two people getting together to express their love forever. Scary. I'm actually registered to be able to marry people, like marry two people together. I'm ordained. I can ordain your wedding. So if you're getting married, hit me up. Send me an email. Do you say you do? Do you say you do? Yep. Quick kiss. Keep it healthy. That's it for me. Odd one out. Another one to add to my fan fiction. Like and subscribe. Tell me if you like this. Anyway, peace out. You're the best.